Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As like clockwork, in my video yesterday I told all of you, right around now is the time where some type of news will break that will calm down the market. Ladies and gentlemen, USDC is now back to 99.5 cents. XRP back up to 37 cents, but Bitcoin and Ether are both up 9% off the news that we might be seeing a bit of a bailout. First and foremost, let me show you a couple things. First Republic Bank is beginning to have people line up for it. Bank runs are on the table. Bail-ins are on standby. I don't think it'll happen yet, but what is happening is that the United States has stated all Silicon Valley Bank depositors will have access to their money on Monday. And here, from the Federal Reserve, Treasury, and FDIC, they stated they're announcing a similar systemic risk exception for Signature Bank, which was closed today by its state chartering authority. And all depositors of Signature Bank, as well as Silicon Valley Bank, will be made whole. This is very interesting, as I have a unique perspective to what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Silicon Valley Bank is one of the biggest banks in the United States, specifically that works with startups, venture capital firms, and innovators in the United States. Guys, of course, Silicon Valley Bank was gonna get bailed out. Politics is playing a big part in that. Just think about it. Where is Silicon Valley located? California. The tech sector is very liberal, and that's the administration that we have in place right now. Politics plays a bigger role in these things than you guys can imagine. And it's one of those things where we're gonna see institutions get bailed out by whatever means necessary. One, to prevent a massive financial crisis at the moment, but two, to protect their friends. The wink wink, hush hush backroom deals that happen in situations like this can't be understated. And ladies and gentlemen, we're on the brink of witnessing a paradigm shift of epic proportions. First and foremost, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse just highlighted today the massive need for innovation. Banking crisis due to Silicon Valley Bank, check. The Ripple case ending as Silicon Valley Bank collapsed is no coincidence, check. XRP's on-demand liquidity is on standby, ready for any crisis, and I can't stress this enough. Problem reaction solution is on the table, and at any given moment, we may see something massive happen for XRP. Something interesting for all of you to note is Brad Garlinghouse discussed Ripple's exposure to Silicon Valley Bank. It was one of their banking partners and held some of their cash balance. Fortunately, we expect no disruption to our day-to-day business and already held the majority of our US dollars with a broader network of bank partners. Obviously, a lot is still unknown about what will happen to Silicon Valley Bank. As it is the case with many others, we hope to have more details soon, but rest assured, Ripple remains in a strong financial position. It's ironic that so much of what's happening as some companies scramble to make payroll highlights how broken our financial systems still are. Wires are still not 24/7, 365 days a year. And rumors lead to collapses, and the frictions of moving money with a deeply fragmented system are on display. Ladies and gentlemen, Ripple is the solution to the problem and reaction people are experiencing right now. And the more of a crisis this turns into, the more Ripple can come, step in, and show how important they really are. This case is about to end. A decision by the judges on standby. XRP already works and has the partners to be the solution to this problem. And before I continue with anything else, I want to show you a brief clip from Fox Business of them discussing what could very well be on the table for tomorrow. This crisis will be bigger than anyone expects unless we have some sort of bailout. And I think that's the type of news that's going to break. As I've been saying for weeks now, I think the crypto bottom has been in. This news has been scary, and we saw a retracement, but it was an expected one. And now we could be in for some more positive price action. We still have to wait and see. But things might begin to look better very, very soon.
Now, I saw earlier that there was a headline that the FDIC is going to have a meeting tonight at 11 p.m. What was reported earlier was that we are going to see the FDIC and the Fed's California lawmakers a briefing on Silicon Valley Bank for 11 p.m. tonight. So whether it's 11 at night or sometime this afternoon, we're going to hear an announcement of a bank acquiring Silicon Valley Bank to calm the markets, because tomorrow is going to be very messy. Losses in the stock market. People are going to be nervous about the banking sector. That will likely lead the sell-off. And that's what we're talking about this morning. I've got exclusive interviews in 15 minutes with the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, California Congressman. He's also been in touch with Jay Powell and others. He is in step with what's going to happen. We will ask him what he wants to see here. And also, we've got an exclusive with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis put in a new law in December about insurance in Florida. He also is going to comment on whether or not he's worried about the banks in Florida. Bottom line here, I don't think any regulator is going to allow the market to open tomorrow without some solution in place to calm things down. People are worried and they are speculating, and that is never good.
Now, guys, that we understand that this bailout is coming, we need to see the details of how they want this to play out. Now that we also understand that a decision by the judge in the Ripple case is also coming, let's see if Ripple will be playing some type of role in these solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, never be afraid of whatever crisis is afoot, because Ripple and XRP have always been meant to be a solution for whatever problem comes. Here, I had an interesting point posted on Instagram, and you guys should follow me down in the description below. FTX, an American crypto exchange. BlockFi, Voyager, American. Genesis, American. Silvergate, American. Silicon Valley Bank, American. USDC, American. Why am I bringing this up? Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me like America is causing a lot of financial problems, not only in the traditional banking sector, but also in the crypto industry, specifically in the crypto industry. American regulation is being unreasonably harsh on the crypto market. Do you think it's a coincidence that Silicon Valley Bank was allowed to fail the way it has been? Why not take crypto down as the collateral damage to Silicon Valley going down? But here's the thing. It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This, while it is the first crack in the dam that will be the inevitable financial crisis that will go down in history as possibly the biggest one ever, it is not the one. It is not the one that I've been expecting on this channel for years now. That, in my opinion, will come second half of this year, sometime in September, October. But this is the first initial indicator that we needed to see to know how close we are. The financial system is broken. We need to see if the Fed is going to pivot now or later. But regardless, we're at the end of the road. Are they going to keep inflation rampant? Or are they going to keep raising interest rates? Questions are going to be answered soon. But if there's one thing I can guarantee to all of you, it's this. The massive corruption and the massive Ponzi scheme of the US dollar-dominated fiat currency system is over. China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Russia, BRICS, every country on the planet that's non-Western is pivoting away from the current system. Will Ripple and XRP be at the forefront of this? I 100% believe so. And everything we're seeing now is the rollout of the inevitable endgame. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, I wanted to show you a brief clip of one of the biggest pieces of shit on the planet, the former CEO of Silicon Valley Bank, talking to his employees and apologizing for whatever nonsense had been taking place. And to add context to this, he cashed out millions in stock a week before the bank collapsed. He and other high-level executives, other employees got bonuses. They literally used everyone as exit liquidity. All these deposits as exit liquidity. And now, I think some interesting things are about to play out. Never listen to what these people say, watch what they do. And I genuinely want all of you to listen to what this piece of shit has to say. We in the XRP community have been able to see through the bullshit for a long time now. And this is no exception. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Hi everyone. It's with incredibly heavy heart that I'm here to deliver this message today. I want to acknowledge how hard the last really 48 hours have been on all of you, and I care so much about all of you. It really is just so incredibly difficult. I'm trying to look past that and focus on two things. One, I'm focusing on you. I'm thinking about the ultimate outcome of what this could be despite this incredibly difficult time. And two, focusing on clients. Now, as you heard this morning, I'm not making those decisions anymore, which is really hard. But I am working with the FDIC to try to figure out how can we come up with the best outcome for our clients as well as our employees. Now, I know when that message went out this morning, I can't imagine what was going through your head and wondering, about your job, your future, etc. My goal at the end of the day is to figure out how to preserve a small portion of the franchise value that we've spent so much time building, and hopefully find the right partner at the end of the day that the FDIC can work with to have this institution continue in some form or fashion with many of you who I appreciate over so many years. Now, there's no guarantee that something will happen. We don't know exactly what the results will be. So I've got an ask, and it's a completely unfair ask. My unfair ask is this: can you guys just hang around, try to support each other, try to support our clients, work together, which may be a slightly better outcome than where we are right now. I know it's an ask, but I know you guys, if anybody, are the right people to ask to be with each other, to be with our clients, to try to come with the best outcome we could think of in this situation. Thank you, and my heart is with you, and it's really hard for me to deliver this message, but I so appreciate all the things you've done for me and for SVB over so many years. Thank you.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda: the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple, who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple, who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple, a former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple, leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple, who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple, 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple, 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors, former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany, former business director at SWIFT, former SWIFT board member, former CFO of PayPal, former head of the DTCC, former chief business officer at Uber, former VP of Amazon, and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple, who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's high-level advisory board on fintech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.